They're hot and bothered because you're chosen and they're not. And they had the same opportunity that you did. All they had to do was choose the Creator. And then they would be chosen eventually. And this is what I mean. You see, you had trials and tribulations that were inconceivable. You had the turmoil of 10 people or more. Yet you still had so much faith. And you still treated people righteously. You still remained honest. You wouldn't cheat people. You wouldn't steal. But this other person had a very easy life. Their family pampered them. They never had to struggle. They never had to work. Okay? And because their life wasn't going exactly how they wanted it to, that was evidence to them there was no Creator. So they chose a different lifestyle. They chose wickedness. They chose jealousy, envy, lust. They chose betraying people and backstabbing people and talking bad about people. When you chose the Creator and you proved yourself, eventually the Creator told you it's time to choose yourself. The Creator inspired you to choose yourself and showed you you had parasites in your circle. And He reassured you that it was okay to walk away from these people, that you would not be harmed or punished because of it, that you had every right and that it was the right thing to do. See, the difference between you and them is if someone came up to you in a desperate situation and they gave you their watch and said, "Can you just give me $500 for this watch?" You would take the watch, you would analyze it, and you would say, "Listen, you must be out of your mind. $500? You can easily get $25,000 for this at a jewelry store." And you would point them in the right direction. Or if you had the money, you would give them the money, the full $25,000, just to help them out. This other person would say, $500, I got $200 for you. Take it or leave it. They would milk them for everything they got, so to speak. And then they wonder why you're chosen and they're not. You chose authenticity. Okay? When you choose authenticity, you've already chosen the Creator. Because the Creator is the truth, authentic. You chose truth. They chose falsehood. They chose to wear a false mask. You chose to keep it real every step of the way. And then they wondered why things always seemed to go your way. Even when you had difficult times, they could see the contrast. They could see that, okay, you have some bad things happening to you, but then you have some other good things happening to you. And even though it looked like you were going to fall flat on your face, it's like something was there to catch you every single time. It's like you were indestructible in their eyes. And they could see that you had some sort of divine favor on you. They were jealous of that. People ask me all the time, "Chris, what inspired you to become a writer?" And it's a funny story because I never aspired to be a writer. I never thought I was going to write a book, nor did I want to write a book. But one day I moved into my new apartment. I had just escaped a 20-year situation, we'll call it that. And I had just endured 40 years of narcissistic abuse, which left my memory almost completely impaired, and functions related to my frontal lobe were also impaired. And there I was, in this beautiful, luxurious apartment on the 20th floor, overlooking the Hudson River with a clear, unobstructed view of New York City. And it was like I could touch the Hudson River with my hands. But I was broken. I had to restart my life all over again at the age of 42. I had just lost everything due to that situation. And I had no one to call, no friends, no family. I was all alone, depressed, anxious, broken, but I'm in this nice apartment. And then I got a calling from my intuition. It wasn't an audible voice. It was more like a deep subconscious level thought. And it said, write the book. And I responded with, what book? Because I never planned on writing a book. And it said, the book. And I said, okay, well, what do I write about? And it told me, write about your life. You have a crazy story to tell, and it can help a lot of people. And I thought about it for a moment, and I agreed. I said, there are a lot of people who are going through difficult times, and if they read my story and see how I got through it, it might inspire them to keep going themselves. So I spent the next 6 months writing it, and then I got my first draft, and then it took another 6 months to edit it and proofread it and then publish it. And finally, I put it out there. I waited for people to get their copies and read it, and they started giving me their feedback. I got a lot of positive feedback, and I was grateful because the last thing I wanted was to put out a book that people didn't like. So I was truly grateful. All praise is due to the Most High God. Everything is from Him, and I'm grateful that He inspired me to write my first book, which is called City of Serpents. And so it inspired me to write my second book, and the rest was history. I ended up writing 6 books in total, and I'm grateful because every day I get emails from people from all parts of the world telling me that they enjoyed my books and they learn new things about themselves and they have a new mindset and they feel empowered. And I'm truly grateful to hear that, because as an author, a lot of times, you'll be lucky if one book is well received, let alone 6 books, which I'm truly grateful for. And do I have a 100% satisfaction rate? No, but I have over 99% satisfaction rate, and I'm truly grateful for that. If you're new to me, I should have mentioned this. I don't know why I always forget to mention my name, but my name is Chris Josh, and as you know, I'm an author of 6 books. If you would like to learn more about my books, click the link in my bio, or you can go to chrisjosh.com/books. And if you click on each book and scroll through the images, you can read the first 10 pages of each book. Until tomorrow, take care and have a good one.